So we lead straight into the wide receivers. Obviously, good fortune that Xavier Restrepo decided, hey, let's bring it back, do it one more time here. What he's done with his body size, with his limitations, is pretty remarkable. As one of the best wide receivers in college football. Colby Young moves on to Georgia. Just your thoughts about this group as they head into the rest of spring practice.
Yeah, I mean, can't can't say enough about Xavier Restrepo, right? This is one of the fan favorites, and it's for a reason. Everything he does on and off the football field is exactly what you look for in a student college athlete. Everything Mario Cristobal embodies of what he wants on and off the field is Xavier Restrepo, and we're starting to add a lot more of Xavier Restrepos, right? Guys like Ray Armstrong, guys like JoJo Trader. These are the type of guys that are going to work 24/7 and get better. And Xavier Restrepo, he's a top 5 receiver in college football for a reason right now. What he's able to do, not just without the football, but with the football. Even after he catches, he's one of the best at yards after catch. And when you pair him with a guy like Jacoby George, who I expect to have an even better year this year, it's really going to elevate everyone's game. I think the slot position behind Xavier Restrepo is probably our most talented group. I mentioned Ray Armstrong. Oh, I'm sorry, Ray Armstrong. I mentioned Ray Joseph, and I mentioned him as well, X. But then you also got Robbie Washington in the mix at that slot position. So these are 3 guys in particular that can really go the distance and can really create a big play just off the bat. And then you look at the outside, you got JoJo Trader, you got Isaiah Horton, you got Jacoby George in the mix. I would like to see 1 or 2 more wide receivers possibly after springtime. If I had to guess, I would say once transfer portal hits, they're going to go pretty hard at that wide receiver position. Just because when you look from a depth chart uh, perspective, we only have 9 current wide receivers at spring right now. Your 10th wide receiver will be coming in, Chance Robinson, after the spring. And there's no telling what's going to happen to guys like, Michael Redding, and even Shamar Kirk, who was a transfer Chuco that we got last season. So you still need to add at least 1 or 2 more bodies and elevate your game on the offense. Because when you got a guy like Cam Ward, who's at the top of the list in every quarterback room that you're looking at, you need to maximize that potential as best as you can. So bring as many quality guys to surround him with and make the competition as elite as possible because you're only going to get this guy for 1 year and you got to make it count. So bring as much talent to surround him as possible, and I like it. But the wide receiver room, you got at least 3 to 4 guys that I think are going to solidify themselves. I think JoJo Trader and Nikar are going to be 2 young freshmen to watch all throughout the football year, along with someone like Elijah Lofton, who doesn't necessarily play wide receiver, but he's going to be flexed out in multiple positions on this football field. So he's going to be another guy to watch.